So Crimson Desert just pushed patch 1.0.5 and buried in the patch notes is something interesting. They've updated the NVIDIA Streamline SDK to version 2.11.1. What this means for us is that DLSS Enabler can now push multi-frame generation all the way up to 6 times. I've already covered how to install DLSS Enabler in a previous video and I'll link that below, but you do need to update to the latest version of DLSS Enabler, and at the time of recording that's version 4.7.2. Here's what it actually looks like running on the Steam Deck with 6 times frame gen enabled. And yeah, it looks and runs exactly as ridiculous as it sounds. I'm gonna be straight with you, I don't recommend playing like this. Honestly, I don't recommend playing Crimson Desert on the Steam Deck at all, but I know people are doing it, so hopefully this is useful to someone. Now, even though you can see up to 140 FPS, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of issues. If you enable dynamic multi-frame generation, you get black screen flickering, and that's what you're seeing right now during this boss fight. You can hit upwards of 120, 140 FPS, but there is some noticeable input lag, and the UI flickers as well on top of that black screen flickering, and it's just a crazy situation. You can turn dynamic MFG off and that will solve the black screen flickering, but you'll be back down to around 70 to 90 FPS, and the lower it drops, the more the input lag becomes an issue. Frame gen really should be used only when you're already above 60 FPS, even more than that when you're above 70, 80 FPS and you want to bring that to about 120 or something like that. Frame generation was invented for those cases. But as you know, with the Steam Deck, with this game, we can barely reach 30 FPS most of the time. But still, I just wanted to showcase it. Now, this multi-frame generation actually enables us to play the game at medium settings, and I'm actually playing at medium settings with DLSS set to quality. And I went to Demonis, which is one of the bigger areas in the game, with tons of NPCs, and I think without frame gen, the base frame rate here at medium settings is around 6 to 7 FPS. So trying to generate frames on top of that is never going to look or feel good, and as you can see, it really doesn't. If you do want to try it anyway, running straight 6 times frame generation without dynamic multi-frame generation at medium settings with DLSS quality will get you between 60 and 70 FPS in most areas, and that's probably your best bet if you want a somewhat playable setup, but even that, it will come with a ton of input lag and with a ton of issues with the UI interface flickering, and when you get into a menu, all that multi-frame generation is immediately turned off, so in the map you're getting 10 FPS, in the skills tab you're getting 5 FPS, so it's really not great. Now, my original DLSS Enabler guide in the description works again after this patch. It was previously broken. If you follow it step by step, you should be able to make it work, and if you run into any issues, drop a comment and I'll try to help troubleshoot it. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, and if you're into Steam, Steam Deck, and handheld gaming content in general, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.